Good morning, welcome back to the channel. We are gonna break camp here and hit the road. I think we're about an hour from the Florida-Georgia line. Isn't that a band of some sort that talks about Waffle Houses? Pretty good night sleeping, except for a visitor that we had in the middle of the night. And I'm just looking around here to see if I can find any tracks, but it was a pig. It was a pig. And I don't know what's up with the pigs down here. There's a lot of them, but they basically find these pathways through the forest, and then they come and root around and look for stuff to eat. So, not to be weird, but a lot of campgrounds you can go to, if you got to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, you just sneak off into the woods. But here, if you sneak off into the woods, you may not come back. I mean, this is like inhospitable jungle situation. It's crazy. It's wild. So anyways, just got to finish packing everything up and we'll be on our way. It's been a good trip so far, I'll tell you. Except for the 420 bros over on the other campsite. Watch this, watch this. Hey, you guys having a good morning? Woo! Yeah! Bye-bye, campground. This was cool. Everybody left already. This is a cool campground. Blythe Island, Brunswick, Georgia, if you're ever down here. Second time I've been here. A lot of bugs, though. Wow, there was a lot of bugs, especially this morning. And it's like real hot right here. As soon as I come over here, boy, it starts to feel a lot better. I gotta snap a picture real quick. I moved my cell phone mount up here. It was down on the handlebar. The guy that I bought this bike from had two mounts down here. And I'm like, that's a terrible place to put a phone because it's gonna vibrate like crazy. And I know a lot of the modern cell phones get destroyed with the vibrations. So you have to do like mounts. So it says 5 hours actually to where we're going. Factor in fuel, stops, be a little bit more. Tons of people were swimming in that last night and I was like, I don't know about that. I'm not sure if I would do that. It is 73 degrees out, but I'll tell you what the difference is down here. Super duper 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 humid already. And it's only gonna get hotter. Agenda for the day today too is to get down to Deerfield Beach, which is by Fort Lauderdale. I rented a campsite down there. Now, just so you understand, it is extremely hard to find camping in Florida when you go into the southern part, just because it's so built up. What I have found, though, is state parks that they have down there are actually pretty good. So I stayed at one a while back. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it has like a huge gun range there too. It's like a Broward County something. And that place was pretty cool, but it was a campground, but it was pretty cool, and the sites were spread out. I mean, it wasn't bad, and it certainly wasn't like a KOA or an RV park where you're like literally camping next to people. Like when you turn over in bed, you can hit the person in the camper next to you, right? Because I like the wild camping, you know. I don't want to be around people. But the campground that I booked today, I have never stayed at, and what I did find was very difficult to get a campsite at that Broward County county park, if you will. Usually people from Canada and stuff go there, and they're there for months. Like they just camp for months, and that's like how they do their vacation, which is cool. And I think if I was a snowbird, I probably would entertain something like that, because it's just a neat option instead of having a second house, which I think is kind of crazy. You gotta take care of two places. We call them backup houses up in Maine. There's 95, so we're gonna get on 95 in a little bit. Anyways, this place that we're going is a county park that's associated with the other place that I was just talking about. And it actually is quite spread out. I was surprised. They have the campgrounds always have those hand-drawn maps, and they're not really that good. But I went on Google Earth and I looked at the satellite and I thought, wow, this place is pretty cool. And it's like on a place like this where you've got an inlet, and their rules there are you can't pitch a tent, you have to stay in one of their tents. And their tents are those base camp, like army canvas type tents that are on a platform. So, hey, even cooler, right? Even cooler. I'll deploy my cot and stuff in there, and we'll call it a day. The guy just dropped something out of his truck. I'm going to go back and see if I can find it. Car. That's what he just dropped. It's a sponge. I'm all set. I thought if it was like a wallet or something, I would go grab it and try to give it back to him, but I'm not going to bother with a nasty sponge. The camp fee at this place that I'm going to is $40 a night, which again is too expensive in my opinion for camping, right? However, if you look at the cost of a hotel, they're like $150 a night. So it's the cheapest lodging option in that area. I like to stay around the $20 to $30 mark for camping, $30 maximum. I really like the $10 and $15 ones, and most of the national parks I get into, they're around that. I think the last place I stayed was $20 a night, and the amenities are really good. So it'll be nice to see this one. I'm looking forward to it. All in all, I'll be there for a few days, I think 4 days. I got to teach a class at the fire department in Fort Lauderdale, and then I will be back on the road. From there, obviously, as soon as I'm done with that class, I am going to jet to Key West. And Key West is the only thing I haven't really planned on this trip. I haven't planned a place to stay. I tried to do a campground reservation, and they are so jam-packed, it's not even funny. So my plan is to show up at one of the state park campgrounds that's on the Keys, and there's like 4 of them, and just beg and plead and be like, hey, is there any open sites? Is there a non-reservable site that someone didn't take? I'm actually going to get fuel before I get on the highway, because I've only got 125 miles left, and there's gas right here. So that's what my plan is. I'm going to try that, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if that works. Fort Lauderdale area, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, has the worst driving I have ever seen in my life. Like, the drivers are next level crazy. So I'm not looking forward to that. I think I will deploy my fluorescent yellow vest when I'm down there. Gas is a little cheaper here. I got rid of most of these stupid googly eyes at the last place with the kids, but I found more. I don't know where they keep coming from. So I'm actually going to get rid of them across the gas stations in the area. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Ah, it's not going to stick.
Here are 3 you should get on your travel list. White Sands National Park, Great Sand Dunes National Park, Everglades National Park.
Ah, it's too bad. I was going to try to leave some on there. They won't stick. Good, they go in the trash where they belong. I got a couple more for you.
Subway routes keep you moving. Visit your nearest subway now.
There you go.
So every one's different.
Thank you. See, people that drive Toyotas are so courteous and pleasant. They also want your gas pump. Another day, another dollar. Oh, a Waffle House. Where have you been all my life? I haven't contracted hepatitis yet on this trip, so I might have to stop at one of those soon. The Awful House. I kind of want to open one of those up in Maine. People, I don't know how if they would embrace it or not, because they're everywhere down here. I mean, everywhere there's a Waffle House, but there is nothing like that up in Maine. There's no Dunkin' Donuts is all we have, and that's stupid. I'm not even a real fan of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. All right, get it on. Buckees. Look at this place. It's awesome. Get some fuel, and this is a good place to stop and park. Buckees. The 8th wonder of the world. Thank you for your service. There's a golden beaver. He needs googly eyes. Everything is Buckees.
Welcome. That place just came out of nowhere.
Buckees.
$4.95.
Buckees bathing suits.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
For them. What is it? That's
Look at how crazy this place is. It's a gold mine. It really is. Look at this. It's all jerky. The whole thing. Hey, little guy. How you doing? All right, this is where the magic is right here. Look at that. Hey, man, awesome. What the heck type of sandwiches are those? Whoa, that's crazy. No, I've been one other time. I gotta tell you, I do barbecue myself, and your brisket sandwiches are good. They're real good, like real good. I don't know if I could do 3 meats. I think my doctor called and said not to do
He said,
that.
that's a big ass sandwich. I didn't think I could get my mouth around it.
3 meats, 3 bypasses.
It looks good though.
Oh yeah. Look at this place, huh? It's crazy. Look at this guy over here. It's Mr. Buc-ee himself. Woo! The beaver nuggets. Those are the ones you kind of want. That's their famous one right there. I found 2 more. Oh, there's another one there too. What the? All right, we're gonna take these off. I'll show you what we're gonna do with these.
Outside of Macon.
There you go. Now he has eyes. Hope you're happy. Look at that Jeep. That's cool. I don't like Jeeps and cool in the same sentence, so. This place is a gold mine, including myself. I just bought the brisket sandwich. $9 they get you for it. $9! But it is worth it. I want to try how to make one of those at my house. Hold on just a second here, but we have a new truck that I just see here. 6-speed JT. But there's so much going on with this thing. Let's start over here in the fender wells. We have like idol worship going on. with the remote reservoir. But look at these tires this thing has on it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What are these things anyways? 43. Oh yeah. Yeah, 40. This is 43s, brother. Look at this thing here. We got really no bumper on the front because it would just slow you down. But also check out these track bars here, man. I'm telling you what. Aux locker in the front. Got a worn winch on it. Look at the steering knuckle on that thing. Do you see that? That's insanity. Insanity. Philippians 4.8. You got to have that going on. Tinted windows. Keith Reynolds, where are you in the back seat there? Look at the size of these tires. Do you see this? And it gets better on the back because this guy's a mountain biker. He's got his maxi pad going on, and you can also tow a trailer. Right on, right on. Hold up, old boy. What do we got here? We got a Ford contraption. Oh my goodness, look at this. Lifted Ripper. Lifted Ripper. You take a look at that tow hook right there, bud. You could tow out a normal 1 ton with that thing. Let me talk to you. Well, I mean, there's so much going on. You got hydraulic, ram powered, steering, air ride suspension, 30-inch rims on 44-inch tires. This is so big that if you had an infant, you could seatbelt them in there and take them for a little bit of a ride. You can't get up in the truck because it's too high. It's too high, but check this out. I identify as a Jeep. Yes, bud. That's decent. Oh, look. You got some Petro, too. That's not as much as I thought it would take.
I had a little over,
Oh.
a little less than half a tank.
Okay. Well, anyways, check this out. It's a dually, bud. How many times do you see that? You see that track bar right there? They could use that to fix the Baltimore Bridge right now. Look at that. Air tank situation going on. What's really cool about this truck is if you need to change the oil, you can just walk underneath it.
Absolutely.
And you don't even have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Round back. Oh. Now that's the selling point right there. When you go into O'Reilly's and you need a drop hitch and you need one with a 24-inch drop on it, bud. Yes, sir. That's crazy, huh? Oh, and there's a dog in there. 2 dogs. What are you doing, old boy? How you doing, old buddy, old boy, old pal? Oh yeah. You like to go in the truck? How do you even get him in the truck?
So she'll actually jump in there. My lab on the other side, he's kind of getting a little older.
Yeah.
It depends on his mood. If he's excited, he'll jump in there.
I love it.
But they go everywhere with us. We drove all the way across the country. So
Lifted Ripper, bud. Yes, sir. Bye-bye, googly eyes. Only got a few more sets left, and I can't wait to get rid of them. This place is insane. So they said that they have 102 gas pumps, and I know that's not the biggest one that they have because one of the other ones they built in Georgia, my buddy told me they had 132 pumps. I put a beaver sticker on the back box just for good measure. GPS is telling me we got roughly 3.5 hours left of driving. We're fully gassed up. I still have to stop for fuel one more time. I don't think I can make it the full duration. I just checked my oil level. The oil fill cap on BMWs are kind of weird. They have a little thing that you need to put in it to open it and close it, and I noticed around the edge it looked like it was weeping oil, which I thought was kind of weird, and I had just changed the oil in it. So I wonder if there was just a little bit of residue from when I changed the oil that didn't get cleaned up or what. So anyways, I cleaned it off and then I checked the oil and it's actually right on the full mark still. Couldn't put a drop of oil in it, bud. Couldn't put a drop of oil. We're taking 95 right to the end. Right to the end. Key West, baby. Fort Lauderdale, here I go. Just stopped for fuel for a second somewhere north of Fort Lauderdale. I Love this place. Get it? Anyways, this is what I did. I deployed my camp chair. Ta-da! Because I wasn't going to sit on the ground and get eaten by poisonous fire ants. And yes, I'm drinking one of these. I wanted iced coffee. They don't have it. What? You want sweet tea? No, I do not want diabetes. So this is actually sugar-free too, just to let you know. So Michelle, if you're watching, I am being good for the most part. Finally off the highway. Yeah. And at the last rest stop that I made, I noticed that there was a thing that said I had to check in by 5:30. So I am cutting it stinking close. But it says it's only 3 miles down the road. It does say 9 minutes to get there. Kind of wild. I never thought I'd ever be riding a motorcycle down here in southern Florida in my wildest dreams. This has got to be the worst place to drive a car or a bike, just because there's so many people and everybody drives cuckoo. But I didn't have any close calls or anything this entire trip, and the last little bit here has been very busy, very, very congested, and really no issues. So that's awesome. And no, I don't believe in jinxing myself, so you don't need to say that. There's a bunch of restaurants over here if I don't feel like cooking tonight, which I don't. And this is Deerfield Beach. Now, the last time I stayed in Deerfield Beach, I actually stayed at a hotel. So this is exciting. I really, really, really hope this works out. I put a lot of chips on the line for this one. It's gonna crash when we get in here either. Wow, that's a steep curve. That was painless. Melody was super nice. Cool. Alligators, sweet. Yeah, so basically they were super nice. They make you initial probably 20 things saying you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that. It was kind of funny. So these are the tents. 3, 4, 9. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Campsite 10. It sounds like there's somebody fishing down there. All right, this is the tent. Wow, this is cool. This is super cool. Yeah, super cool. It's like a heavy duty tent too. Heavy duty. They said to be careful around the water's edge for alligators. Yeah, I probably won't even bother. Cool. This was the site. It's real close to the bathroom. Not too close though, right? And the other campsite is way over there, so that's kind of nice. All right, let's get stuff set up. All right, I'm all set up. Let me show you around camp here. Pretty cool little deal, little tent thing. I got this staged as my area, trying to get everything kind of unsweaty. But this is no bueno. So if you look at this tent, like there's nothing to keep mosquitoes from coming in and out of that. There's just no way that's going to even be efficient. So what I have done is I deployed my tent. And I'm not putting the range fly on, obviously, because it's outside, but inside the tent. But this will keep the mosquitoes and everything away from me. And I also brought my smallest fan, but still appreciate you. Yeah, and that's about it. It's pretty slick. It's $40 a night. So I guess a little extra money for the shelter is kind of cool. I just took a look around and there really isn't anybody else here. So that's kind of neat. Somebody did just stop for a second over there, but then they like turned around and came out. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to go take a snoop tour on the bike and look to see where the rest of the campsites are. But it's pretty awesome. It's right on the water. Peaceful, nice breeze blowing right now. It's a little hot in the tent though, so hopefully it'll cool down a little bit. I don't really like Turkish bath weather. I'll see you in a little bit. Well, they didn't have what I needed at the dollar store, but I got me a chicken. Oh, there's 2 more eyes on this side. Come on. I gotta go get, I decided to buy dinner tonight, so there's no fancy cooking video. And yes, I'm wearing shorts riding a bike. I know that's not a good thing to do. I'm only a mile away. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. Nighty night.